Mayhem TV, powered by Resolute. Welcome to Resolute. Welcome to Mayhem TV.
Obviously, we're in Glasgow with the champ. Enjoying being back in Glasgow?
Yeah, you keep saying Glasgow. I'm not really in Glasgow. What the fuck? I'm in the airport. I love Glasgow. I love Glasgow.
Yeah. Anything for the fans?
What fans?
Your fans?
I don't know any fans. What do you want me to say?
You doing?
I'm alright, mate.
Welcome to Mayhem TV.
Thank you.
You're a gentleman, you're a gentleman.
Thanks.
So, obviously, you're a bit relaxed now. You settled in. Have you had a drink yet?
I had one pint in the airport earlier on, and that was it. I'm not a big drinker, to be honest, so I try to take it easy. I'm not great on the drink.
Okay, athlete, I understand that.
I'm not an athlete anymore, but I mean, when I drink, I'm an idiot, so I try not to.
So, how's retirement?
It's good. It's to be honest, I was looking forward to retirement for probably the last sort of 3 years of my career. And I'm just settled into it nicely. I've got a job with BT Sports now, and I'm doing this sort of stuff, and life's good, mate. Life's good.
So, everyone always says to the boxers after retirement, what was your favourite fight? Or what was, your best moment? I'm going to ask you something very different. What was the moment that you felt colossal?
The moment I felt colossal was when I beat Leo Santa Cruz in New York, Barclays Center. I was an underdog getting into the fight. It's my first fight at featherweight. I think there was like 30 American boxing journalists asked who would win the fight, and I think maybe 1 or 2 picked me. So that for me was special. Like that was, the only ever 2-weight world champion from Northern Ireland. Because of that fight, that was my big moment.
And you're known to do 12-week camps. So for that camp, was it any different?
No, it was same 12 weeks. 12 is probably, it's a long camp, to be honest. A lot of guys do 8 weeks, but I always just like to do 12. And I think that's probably why I slowed down at the end. Like, there was a lot of wear and tear on my body, and in the mornings I struggle to put my socks on at the minute. Like, it's fucking that bad.
That's all right.
Yeah, well, both. But my body just started to break down at the end. But it worked for me at that time, so yeah, it is what it is.
Do you miss it at all?
No, not at all. And I don't miss it because I'm still involved, and I work for BT. I do the punditry stuff for BT, so I'm still involved in boxing. Maybe if I retired from boxing, retired from fighting, and I was out of the picture completely, maybe I would miss it, but I don't in the slightest.
We've talked about there's been controversial stuff this week. You've stared down one of the Furies. What's your thoughts on the whole Usyk and Fury?
It's all a bit of a mess. I don't really know enough about the whole situation, but look, I'm as disappointed as any boxing fan that the fight hasn't materialised. Fury's blaming Usyk's blaming Fury. I don't know. I'm just disappointed that it hasn't happened. Hopefully, it can happen at some point in the future. But for me, Usyk and Fury, they're the top guys. Both of them, number 1 and number 2 in the division. I hope they fight at some point.
I've got to ask you, should it be 50-50?
No. I think that there's certainly an A side in the fight. Fury is the A side. He's the guy that brings most of the numbers. Although Usyk has 3 of the belts, Fury has a WBC, but he has the Ring magazine, so people recognise Fury as the number 1 guy in the division. I think the majority of the split should have went to Fury. I think maybe 60-40 was fair. 70-30, I think. When Usyk proposed that he would take 70-30, I think he could have got more out of the fight, and I think he deserved more. But it shows the type of man that he was, and he was ready to fight. But I know a lot of people are saying 50. I don't think it's a 50-50 fight. There's an A side. Fury should have got the majority, and then whoever, depending on who won the first fight, then a rematch determines what happens next.
Just before we carry on, we're just gonna thank our sponsors. Craig at CEG Services for his continued support. All the guys are above all roofing, 𝕬𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒 K9s, Jez at Carbon Crew. Thank you for supporting the Mayhem team. I asked you earlier if you were thirsty. I've got a drink here, Rumble.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you to taste it.
Go ahead.
It's a great.
Michael Buffer's new drink.
Yeah.
I never even knew about this, but I love Buffer.
He's a good guy.
He's a great guy, so
Good guy.
I'm hoping I like this.
There you go, champ.
Thanks, boss.
I'll give you a toast.
What is this, like an energy drink?
I believe so. I believe so.
Thank you, mate. Nice cheers, boss.